In this demo, let us see how we can create our own evaluation path. We are going to create an evaluation path for managers to gather or collect the employees reporting to them. The transaction code for creating evaluation path is OOAW. An evaluation path describes a chain of relationships that exists between objects in an org structure. So our evaluation paths collect objects from a start object in an existing structure according to the definition. The definition of an evaluation path determines the start object and which object types using which relationships are selected. So let us go and create an evaluation path. So we click on new entries, give evaluation path name. We are creating an evaluation path called ZManager, and let's give a small description, a brief description for this evaluation path. And click on save. System is going to prompt for a change request, so you need to create one. Save it and then continue. So once the changes are saved in a transport request, you can transport those changes from one system to another system. In this case, we will be able to transport the evaluation path ZManager from the development system to production system. Now, one thing before we proceed further, you need to remember is that in most of the places, the creation of evaluation paths is the responsibility of the org management team, the functional team. As a security administrator, you could help them create the evaluation path, but in many places this is done by the functional teams. But you also have occasions or places or projects, customers who would expect you to create the evaluation path yourself. So in that case, you need to have a very good understanding of how the org structure has been created or defined by interacting with the org management team. So let us proceed further and let's create the relationship between the objects in an org unit, objects for the evaluation paths. Select the evaluation path you created and double click on the left side on the evaluation path folder. Click on new entries to define the relationship between the objects of the org structure. Sequence, you have to give a sequence number. You could give in any number if you want in a sequential order. Our starting node we want to specify is the organization unit, and we want the evaluation path to read from top to bottom the positions which are part of the starting org unit. So we want the positions to be read from top to bottom, and then the relationship is 003, and let's give the priority as star. So the way to read this first row would be that the system should read from the starting org unit all the positions that this org unit incorporates. So argunit incorporates the positions, and that is determined by this relationship B003. And within the argunit, you could also have argunits. So we want those argunits also to be read for the managers. If, let's say, assume a particular manager is responsible for some more argunits, then as a manager, he or she should be able to access employees within the sub-argunits. So this is 2. Relationship is 2. Is a line supervisor of another argunit, and then we want to read all the argunits, all the positions, all the persons who are assigned to the position. So we have this position, and underneath the position we have the persons assigned to those positions. So we want to read all the persons assigned to the position. So person holds the position. So person is the holder of the position. So from we need to go this time from bottom up. So A008, which is the relationship for holder and person. So persons holding the position, argunits incorporating the position, argunits is the line supervisor of this argunit. If you have argunits within argunits, then this row is valid, and it could be a possibility that you could have argunits within the argunits. And then third, every position is assigned and is linked with a person. So a person holds the position. Now if you scroll a little bit here on the right, you'll see a box called skip. Now let's select that and press F1, and we get a documentation about this field. So what this check mark indicates is that the evaluation path should include that relationship, that is O to S, but the data should not be displayed in the report. So when this evaluation, let's suppose we select this skip checkbox, when this particular evaluation path is read, the system will select the positions within the argunits, within the start argunits, but it is not going to display the position ID or position information in any of the HR reports which use this evaluation path. So if you want a relationship to be included for reading the relation objects but not display the information, then you should select this checkbox, the skip checkbox. So let's select skip. We are going to read positions but not display the positions within this evaluation path. So after you have defined the evaluation path, you could save it. Now one more thing you need to remember here is that some customers may end up creating their custom relationships. So if there is a business requirement in which those custom relationships have to be used, then you could use them here by adding another whatever. So you could use custom relationships also in an evaluation path. So SAP doesn't stop you from doing that. So let's go and save. That's it. So this is how you create an evaluation path by using the transaction OOAW. Now You need to remember that this is very important. Evaluation paths are very important in structural authorizations, because if the evaluation path, the relationships are not properly defined in the evaluation path, then the structural profiles will not return the right org data. So it is very important that the evaluation paths have to be defined accurately.